watching the Seafood News Weekly video brought to you by Urner Barry. Urner Barry is heading to Boston for Seafood Expo North America from March 10th to the 12th. Meet with Urner Barry's seafood market reporters and sales team at booth number 364. I'm Seafood News Managing Editor Amanda Buckle.
And I'm Urner Barry's seafood market reporter Lauren Castiglione. Urner Barry's Courtney Shum reports in her latest retail rundown column that the seafood maintains its lion's share of total feature volume with 37% this week, up from 28.6% the week prior. At present, 42% of seafood features stem from the fresh frozen fillet category as retailers look to capture sales from Lent observers. Tilapia and salmon have the greatest percentages of feature volume within the fillet category, with prices comparable to or below year-ago levels. Retailers were keen to give the two species a larger chunk of the circular real estate. Fresh salmon, the top seller within the finfish category last week, retailed at $11.46 discounted, compared to $11.42 discounted last year. Fresh tilapia was featured at $6.26 discounted on average, down 38 cents from last year. Discounted feature prices for tilapia ranged widely from $3.73 to $7.96 per pound. Also driving seafood sales were frozen shrimp, which averaged $7.67 discounted, a 7.5% decline from last year.
In other news, Indonesia, which has the largest market share in the U.S. for crab meat, will be celebrating Ramadan in the coming days. This year, Ramadan begins on March 10th and concludes April 9th. And when it comes to crab meat production, most market participants anticipate losing about a week or so's worth of production out of Indonesia during this time. Combine this with an already strained supply of larger grades and some reported longer than normal transport into the U.S., and it could further compound the lack of supply into the U.S. market of colossal, jumbo lump, and super lump. Urner Barry seafood market reporter Janice Schreiber says that the market has been fairly flat on these grades with upward pricing pressure, but not a ton of price movement. Market participants report a hesitancy to push pricing higher given the current demand situation. However, with the summer demand season approaching and inventory levels beginning to thin on certain grades, we may start to see some movement higher.
And finally, a third North Atlantic right whale death has been recorded this year. NOAA was alerted to the carcass of a whale stranded on Cumberland Island National Seashore in Georgia on March 3rd. The whale has since been identified as the calf of right whale number 1612 named Juno. Juno's calf had previously been spotted in January off the coast of Edisto, South Carolina. Footage shows that the calf had several propeller wounds on its head, mouth, and left lip. The injuries appeared to be consistent with a vessel strike. The calf was spotted again in early February, and while researchers observed successful nursing at the time, the long-term prognosis for the calf was still considered poor due to the severity of its injuries. NOAA says that they plan on working with their partners to perform a necropsy and evaluate the vessel strike wounds.
Subscribe to our channel below, and don't forget to head over to seafoodnews.com or visit the Seafood tab in Commentel for a comprehensive look at the latest market and industry news. And you can also listen to the new Seafood News podcast when it's released on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts on most Mondays. Thanks for watching, and you
Be
well. And visit us in Boston.
3, 6, 4.